At level 48 fishing, you can start Barbarian fishing after completing the little mini quest, Barbarian training. For this, all you'll need is the Barbarian fishing rod, which is provided to you after the mini quest is done, along with some bait or some feathers. If you have the Dragon Harpoon, I do suggest you to equip that as well, and you'll be able to boost your fishing by using the special attack, and bring the Light Bear to speed up your special attack energy bar. But of course, if you don't have those two items, don't worry about it, it's not a huge deal. Also, if you do have the fishing barrel from Temperos minigame, you should bring that as well, because it will double the amount of AFK time you do get for this method. Now for the best location, a lot of people go to the Barbarian Outpost, but don't go there, because if you go to Mount Quide Mortem, I think that's how you pronounce it, it's the Cox entry. You can get there by using the Xerix Talisman and teleporting to Honor. If you don't have that, then you just have to run up here, which is a little bit of a pain. But once you get up here, there is a bank nearby, and you can fish 2 inventories at once when you do have the fishing barrel. So this makes for about 60,000 XP an hour, although at level 48 you'll be getting closer to 23,000 XP an hour, scaling all the way up to 60,000 XP an hour. And the great thing about this method is, if you do it from 48 fishing to 99, you'll get more than 1 million agility and strength XP. Because for each of the 3 types of fish that you catch, you'll be granted 5 to 7 strength and agility XP, in addition to the fishing XP that you get. Now, at level 65 fishing, you can fish raw Karambwan on the island of Karamaja by using the fishing vessel, and your bait is going to be the raw Karamaji. This is the bait that can be caught on the southern part of the island. You can get here by using fairy code ring CKR. Once you feel like you have enough bait, you can then go back to that fairy code and put in DKP, and there you'll find the fishing spot for the Karambwans, which is just a few tiles away from the fairy ring. Again, I do highly recommend you to bring the fishing barrel from Temperos, as this will again double your AFK time, and the Dragon Harpoon to again boost your fishing level. Fishing the Karambwans with the fishing barrel is about 4 minutes and 20 seconds, so roughly like 4 minutes of AFK time depending on your level. And when your inventory is full, you can just go ahead and teleport to Xanaris, there's a bank in there, and then just use the fairy ring to teleport right back to the Karambwans. XP an hour for this AFK method is around 22 to 42,000 XP an hour, depending how AFK you are and what your fishing level is. And this also equals to about 225k to 425,000 GP an hour. So it's a pretty solid money making method for being AFK. The next method is catching infernal eels in the Karamaja volcano. For this you'll need 80 fishing and sacred eels near the boss Zulra at level 87 fishing. For this you will need an oily fishing rod, fishing bait, a hammer for the infernal eels, or a knife for the sacred eels, and do bring the Dragon Harpoon to boost your fishing level, but you will not need the fishing barrel for this method. And if you are doing the infernal eels method, you will need the ice gloves in order to catch them. The oily rod can be created by using snail slime on a pestle and mortar and a Harlander potion together. This will then create the oily fishing rod for you. These fishing spots do move, but only a couple tiles away, so you'll never need to run around too much. Also, you won't need to bank at all to empty your inventory. You're just going to use the knife or the hammer on the eels, and this is about 45 seconds of not clicking. This will automatically break down the eels into onyx bolt tips or Zulra scales for some GP, which is huge. The AFK time is between a minute to 3 minutes, but it's never more than like one single click, so you don't have to pay attention too much. Infernal eels are about 27,000 XP an hour, and the sacred eels are roughly 21,000 fishing XP an hour and 23,000 cooking XP an hour. Like I said, from the infernal eels, you'll use a hammer to receive onyx bolt tips and lava shards. This can add up to about 180,000 GP an hour in profit. That's pure profit. And the sacred eels, again, same thing. Those are going to give you Zulra scales at the going rate. That's going to net you about 300,000 GP. Level 82 fishing, you can start catching anglerfish in Port Piscalarius. For this, you'll need a fishing rod and sandworms or diabolical worms as your fishing bait, and you should bring the dragon harpoon for the fishing boost and the fishing barrel for the extra space and the more AFK time. Anglerfish are on the lower side of XP, giving you about 15 to 23,000 XP an hour depending on your level, although they will make a decent amount of GP, netting you about 250k GP an hour in profit. If you do have the Radha's Blessing equipped, you can then increase the chance that you get double the fish by up to 8%, but this does not double the amount of XP you get, but it still helps for your profit. For this, you can expect to AFK about 2 to 4 minutes with the fishing barrel included. Although when I was testing this method, I do feel like the fishing spots for this move a lot more than the previous methods I have stated, but still about 2 to 4 minutes of AFK time. If you're enjoying this video so far, feel free to drop a like and subscribe if you're new or if you're a returning viewer. This really helps grow my channel and helps new viewers to find me. Also, a quick shout out to our channel sponsor, OSRS Legos. They have tons of cool skilling and bossing sets, genuine, authentic Legos, all from various prices. Go ahead, I will drop their link down the description below. And if you do decide to purchase anything, use my code TKT at checkout for 5% off your entire order. Our fifth and final method is going to be catching dark crabs. These guys can be caught at level 85 fishing in the wilderness. That is the deep wilderness in the resource area. I do highly suggest that you do complete the wilderness elite diary because this increases the catch rate and it jumps from 16% all the way up to 34%, so it doubles at level 99 fishing. For this method, all you'll need is a lobster pot, dark fishing bait, and some coins. For this method, there's absolutely no banking, and every time you click on the fishing spot, it doesn't move, so you just click and you just AFK and chill. The raw crabs can be exchanged at files, and he converts your crabs into notes to save inventory space, and it basically requires you not to go to the bank at all. You will need 50 GP per dark crab that you are going to note though, so just keep that in mind. For this method, you can expect up to 40,000 XP an hour, while also giving you about 500,000 GP an hour. Now, I know I mentioned earlier that this is in the wilderness, but I did this method for 3 hours during the daytime, so like PKing time, and I didn't even see a PKer, nor did anyone else enter this area. So it's safe to say that the place is pretty much safe, and you're literally risking nothing. I mean, if you get PK'd, you lose your crabs, whatever. You're more doing it for the XP and the AFK and the chill. But yeah, you can bank every so often.